Okay guys, so I am going to show you how to step by step make your Play-Doh or your clay state of Texas map. So what you need is your foam board or your cardboard, whichever that you're using. You need either the printout of the shape of Texas, or if you want to freehand draw it, that's fine. You might even get some help from an adult or an older sibling at home, that's fine too. And then you need your 4 different colors of Play-Doh or clay, whatever you're choosing to use. The colors we're using in the classroom are green, orange, yellow, and purple. If you don't have those colors, that's okay. Just use what you have. You just need 4 different colors of Play-Doh. So the first thing that you need to do, Play-Doh or clay, the first thing you need to do is to draw out your Texas. Do it in pencil. It needs to fill up most of your paper like this. And then we're going to go ahead and make our key right down here in this empty spot. Okay, so we're going to draw a little square, or actually we're going to draw 4 squares. Okay, like this. And we're going to split Texas into 4 different regions. Okay, so we're going to write the name of the regions beside each square, and we're going to color these in to show which region is what color on the map. Okay, so this is going to be our map key or map legend that's going to show you that, for instance, the purple is going to cover this area here, so this little square will be purple, and it's going to say mountains and basins. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and write out the 4 regions on here. We have the mountains and basins region. And I'm just going to write mountains and basins. This map is a map of the regions of Texas. Okay, so mountains and basins. The next one is the Great Plains. And then the Central Plains. And then the Gulf Coastal Plains. And I'll have this attached. I'll make sure we have a picture of this attached to this so that you can open it up and look at it if you need to. Okay, so after you've got that drawn in pencil, you can trace it out with a marker. Sometimes the clay, this clay really isn't that wet, but it's possible that the clay or the Play-Doh that you're using, when it touches the pencil, it may kind of try to erase it a little bit. So if you trace this out in marker, it does kind of help a little bit whenever you go to start putting this on. So I'm just going to start with this. I don't want to take the time during the video. If you need to pause at any time to do any of this, or if you want to rewatch it or whatever, however you want to do this is fine. So the very first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take just a little clump of purple, and I'm going to put that on my mountains and basins right here for my map key, so that I know that whatever purple is on this map is going to be mountains and basins. Okay, I'm just going to fill in that little square. It doesn't have to be a whole lot. Okay. So just a little patch right there. Okay, now the mountains and basins region of Texas is right over in this general area. So I'm going to take another little ball and I'm actually going to lay this down. I think you can kind of see it good enough there. I'm going to kind of mash it down here and then just fill in the best that I can into that pencil line, not going outside the edge of the shape of Texas, because we want this to look like Texas. I mean, Texas has a recognizable shape, and so we definitely want our map to look like Texas. We don't want it to look like some other state or just a blob. Okay, so first region, right here, it is the mountains and basins, and we've kind of got that in there. Okay, and I tried to make it kind of thick right here only because it is the mountains and basins region. So you could actually, if you have enough dough, you could try to build up some mountains in here to make it look a little cooler. Okay, so you can kind of see some of the. All right, so the next region that we're going to do is going to be the Great Plains region. Okay, in the Great Plains, we're going to do yellow. And again, if you don't have these same colors, it's okay. Just make sure that your map key is correct. Okay. So I'm going to put a little blob of the yellow here to know that that's the Great Plains. And then I'm going to start up here in the panhandle of Texas. kind of mash this out. We'll need, and it goes down and actually matches up with the Mountains and Basins region, and kind of even goes out a little bit here. Whoops. You won't have to hold yours up like this, so yours will be a little bit easier for you to mash onto it. Okay. Let's see. A little bit more. It's probably the largest, one of the largest sections. Okay. Okay, and again, we want to try to keep in the pencil lines because we want it to end up looking like the shape of Texas. Okay, so there's our Great Plains. Okay. Okay, now the next region that we're going to do is going to be the Central Plains. Okay. Central Plains, we're going to do orange. You need a little pinch of orange for your key. Okay, and then a larger hunk of orange right down here. And I'll attach a map of that shows the regions of Texas, so that y'all can see, you know, if you want a picture to look at as you're making this. You know, and I'm not looking for it to be exact. I'm just, you know, I wanted you to have the experience of creating a map, and also I'm wanting you to be able to locate the regions of Texas, okay, kind of know where they're at, and know a little bit about them. Okay, so we have our Mountains and Basins, we have our Great Plains, we have our Central Plains. The last region that we're going to go over, or we're going to create here, is the Gulf Coastal Plains, and it's going to fill in all the rest of this area of Texas, and we're going to make it in green. I'm going to get a pinch of green for the map key, map legend. And then a hunk of it, this dough's still warm, for the map itself. And you can kind of make it a little bit flatter because we are on the coastline and it is closer to sea level. It's a flatter area of Texas. Once you get the dough made, or you get your dough, you know, on here, it goes pretty fast. It really didn't take a whole lot of time to make this. Alrighty. Okay, and I just realized the one last thing that we should have done probably at the beginning is to put Texas regions at the top, which I'm going to turn around and do it because writing upside down is not working for me. And I'm also going to put my name. Okay, so I've titled my map Texas Regions, have my key so we can see what each region, where each region is located, what color they are, and then I have my name on it. And that is it. Make sure that you watch the video that tells you a little bit about each region of Texas that I've also attached. And have some fun with it. Be sure you take a picture of your map whenever it is complete, and attach it to this so I can give you a easy 100 grade, you know, just for doing it basically. So make sure that you attach a picture of it and turn it in, okay, as part of this assignment. All right, have fun. Let me know if you have any questions.